I can explain after this. What's up, everyone? Today we're going to start LS swapping the old Buick Skylark that we drove from Texas. That's the one that we drove 2,500 miles in a vehicle that had no interior when we got it, no oil pressure, and somehow it managed to make it all the way home. I still don't know how. Had it been the Lord above, because there's no rational reason otherwise. What we have here is an LQ9. That is the LS engine that you would find in a Escalade, which you may be asking, yes, the Cadillac did in fact die. Not the engine, not the transmission, but the rust because of Northeast. Now, if you're wondering how this engine is, well, with 170,000 miles, you could say it's very well seasoned. Kind of like a good steak. Salt and pepper. It's all flip done. Anyways, I'm getting hungry now. I digress. This guy right here was covered with oil. I'm fairly confident it had a valve cover leak right from the factory, which is great because in the Northeast, these things normally don't hold up too well, and you have to needle scale the living daylights out of this thing. I just pressure washed it. It went from looking like this nasty thing to this, which looks so much better. And how I got it from the end of the driveway to here is another story. Also, how I moved the Buick from where it was to here. What we have in front of us is everything you need to do your $800 LS swap.
Why you always lying?
If you believe that, I have a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. Anyways, the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your truck intake manifold, which is all well and good, and with a little tiny throttle body, and you're just going to yeet it over there. And instead, you're going to pick yourself up a Trailblazer SS intake manifold. This thing is battle proven, tested. Anyways, we are also going to have to get rid of the truck oil pan, and we're going to throw on the Holley 302-2. And then we have other things. There's new grounds, we have new plugs, new spark plugs that I meant to put inside this engine 3 years ago.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So we're gonna go ahead and go from having all this crap sitting right here to on this engine, because we have a lot more to do. 404, time not found. I know you're probably thinking that this should be further down and done than it is supposed to be, seeing how it's literally about 24 hours since the last time I spoke to you. I did not, in fact, spend a couple hours fighting with this thing and then realizing, oh yeah, no, the Buick mounts won't work. And then I may have spent 4 hours and a half driving all over God's creation to determine no one has anything local, because no one carries anything anymore. So what we actually do end up needing, whatever, is the frame side solid mounts that you would get off of a Chevelle. And twist of fate here, I did actually find, and I know it's inconceivable, but I was able to find a TH400 from a truck with 70,000 miles on it, and it will be here in an hour. So we're going to actually pull this back out, stuff a transmission on it, slide it back in, bolt the transmission in, and then just kind of leave it sitting on the Buick mounts where they're not supposed to be, but at least it will hold it. I put an order in for the other parts, and so we can actually get this all together. So first and foremost, I need to get a piece of plywood underneath this so that we can more easily move it, but I need to do the brakes. I figure I'll quickly pull the anti-sway bar off. That way we can easily get in here, take care of business, and put the new one in once we're ready. Now, if you happen to be out and about and you see two wayward 10mm deep sockets, they've gone missing on me. I'm not mad at you guys. We're just worried. We just want you back. I can't do things without you. So please, 10 mils, come home. We miss you. So it's a good thing it's only 11 o'clock and we're not supposed to have rain until 4. And yeah, we're having a thunderstorm right now, so we're dodging raindrops. So the next thing we're going to want to have to do is throw this together real quick to protect the spindle from the rain. You have your backing plate that's going to hold your caliper. You have your dust shield right here. The bolts that they give you are 3 million miles long. I don't know why. And then you just put it together like you normally would. And just like that, nice and beautiful. Although, unfortunately, this is painted a different color than the other side. No one's ever going to see it, so who cares? We're going to go ahead and slap this back together. It's pretty straightforward. You do it like you would a normal brake system. caliper goes here, rotor's right there, figure it out. Well, guys, it is in, just like that. Magic. Now, it wasn't without its fight, but we were able to sort certain things out, and a big shout out to Bob and Rich. They dropped off a TH400. I got it for a really good price, and it is out of a truck, which is very important. It's out of a truck. It has the bolt-on yoke. We just take the bolt off and we'll be golden. And we had to do a couple things to it. One of the big things, it's not my idea. I'll show you a little link down below where I actually found this. Ingenious. You just you take a 3/8 16 helicoil tap, and you actually tap the hole that would normally be mounted to a small block, but unfortunately with the LS, if you try doing that, you're going to go right into a water jacket, and that is not a good time. So you actually helicoil it, but you don't go all the way through, and you can actually just screw the bolt in and hold the dipstick tube.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague, we all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name, all our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be, living in a time where disease is on every screen, I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering, negativity is a plague for the mentally weak, no mercy.
Just like that, guys. It's alive, baby.
Now you might be thinking to yourself, wait a second, I feel like we're missing something. Something was shot out of order. And quite honestly, yes. One of the big things I want to make sure I'm doing for you guys is not misrepresenting any truths here. And quite honestly, this thing fought me tooth and nail for like the better part of 3 days. It's about 2 weeks into the build. It was my birthday, and it should have been the day that it wanted to start. Unfortunately, you know, we hooked up the HP tuner and we were working on everything, got the bats turned off. I went through, I changed the fuel injectors because we did some modifications. It just didn't want to start. So the next day I came out, I was looking through the computer, and noticed that I wasn't getting a crankshaft position sensor signal. I'm like, damn it, that's broken. No, I just forgot to plug it in. But it runs great, guys. And we have some things to work out, and honestly, there's not that many things. I would like to tidy up the wiring harness a little bit more, but we did some things important. One, we have a muscle car steering wheel instead of grandma's steering wheel. These things right here, they should go the way of the dinosaur. They'd make terrible Frisbees. And what do we have under the hood? Well, we have an LQ9, base horsepower of about a 349. We have some modification that should just give it a little bit more spice. 30-pound injectors instead of 25-pound injectors. We have the TBSS intake manifold, dyno proven to be the best one you can buy at a budget. We have a 92mm throttle body, mostly because I could not get a 90mm to work with everything. The tach wouldn't talk to the 2001 Corvette pedal. It wouldn't talk with the throttle. Nothing would work. So we nixed that. We put a low car throttle cable in here and just made it work. Anyways, we digress. We got to get this thing ready because the whole point of this project is to get it driving as a daily driver for now. I want to be able to go use it as a chase vehicle or a car-to-car vehicle for filming on our show Hemming's Garage over on their channel. And this is something that keep up with anything that they're going to throw on the road for the most part. And, you know, I don't mind if I put suction cups or magnet mounts on this. It's a good old American steel, you know? And I'm just really excited about it, guys. So let's go ahead get this kind of buttoned up, and we're gonna head out to Vermont. So as you can see, we made it all the way to Hemmings, and it's time for me to get working. So if you're interested in watching where we took this from Texas all the way to New York, make sure you hit that little button here. And if you're interested in following the latest project over at Hemmings, you can watch the 36 panel truck get put together and back on the road. Make sure you click right there. But until the next time, I need to do some work. So, all right guys, action.
Hello and welcome to Hemmings Garage. Today is a great day. We are